This is David Lynn, and you're with me for another episode of Coffee Talk. It is Saturday, September the 27th, 2025, 7 p.m. Central Time. Coffee Talk number 507 live stream. And been a day. I see where KP even comment on something. Got some people entering. Let's see who's here. Trying to figure out who's coming in. A lot of comments being made. Let's see. Diane Hensel. Hello, Diane. You do not have a blue wrench. You must be new to me. KP Heathen, my friend. Era and Elos Vogue. Everybody, as Uncle Al just did, please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. And Die Bullfrog 79, Uncle Al. Holly Ivans, hello. Four in the house, 4 likes. Let me see if I can get you a... See if I can get you a... Here we go, Diane. Go to channel. 2 subscribers, and I am subscribed. Let's get you a standard moderator. Alright, Diane, you are now a standard moderator on my channel. Cats and Mama. How are y'all doing? Or should I say Cat A and Mama? Okay. Remember, I'm blind. Welcome. Jerry Jr. How are we doing? Okie dokie. Well, we are 4 minutes in. We have 6 in the house and 4 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated, everybody. Been a long day. Took a lot of notes. Uncle Al hit me hard with notes. Gotta go over this today. Got a couple of different topics. I always appreciate it. He sends stuff. When he sends stuff and topics, he sends stuff. One of my Haas knives. I like this knife. This is one that you can use in emergencies. You can cut cordage. If you need to cut a strap, somebody's strapped in, you gotta break glass. On the end, you can break glass. Got a real nice blade. Not one of Uncle Al's machetes, but this is a nice knife. And I'm using it for a unboxing. This is a box. I'm going to open a box, see what I ordered. I ordered quite a few things, and I don't even remember what this one is, but I'll figure it out when I open it. Ah, yes. I've been giving them away. I need another one. This is a emergency stove. Been working on my video. I'm going to save this one and open it later. This would be an envelope or a bag. An unbagging. It's the bag! The bag! The bag! It's a bag. Enrique Trevino in the house. How are you doing, Enrique? Left me like 5. Thank you. Everybody, please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be able to post my video. It'll be the 500th live stream video. I filmed part of it. I put part of it together today. I need to get it finished, and then hopefully I can upload it tomorrow. It's been 7 or 8, so it's been a couple of weeks. Seeing how I'm doing 507 right now, it's been a couple of weeks, and I finally getting it done. And yes, be in prayer for Holly's husband. Also be in prayer for David Vanderford out of Georgia, my friend who goes by Yoda. He's been in the hospital, health issues. Holly's husband, Mike, is having some serious health issues. So let's be in prayer for these folks. We are in National Preparedness Month, and it is hurricane season. So it's important to be prepared. You should be prepared for natural disasters, emergencies, incidents that occur. You never know where you're going to be. You know, something could happen. So I encourage everybody, please be prepared. Let me finish opening up this box. Tuesday will be cardboard and plastics day. So I gotta get rid of all my cardboard and plastics, and I ordered a second can, which supposedly will be delivered in November. Sometimes I have the thing filled up and I just don't have enough room. So I'm trying to recycle. I have 2 of the big garbage cans. Pay an extra $5 a month for the second can. And these are real nice knives. They're not expensive. Brand name is Haas and Haus. Very nice knife. Making Chinese steamed pork buns. I cheated. I went over to Sam's today and I bought some things that we needed. I'm buying bulk, you know. Bought a few things we needed, and while I was in there, I got 4 of their large, oversized hot dogs. They're Polish dogs. And I took 2 and put them on a plate. I put hot chili, and I put mild cheddar. I ate mine with a knife and fork. The wife likes to pick hers up and get all messy. But really enjoyed. And we had, and I'll turn it into a short because I filmed it. It'll be a short. Palliative care here at home. I know what the next step is. I'm holding it together. Blessings to you all. Top G Network, OG Triple OG. Okay. Uncle Al 2028. That's a good one. I tell you what, he'd probably be a better candidate than a lot of the ones that are running. I hear that his governor from the Socialist Republic of California plans on running for president in 28. The AI, the artificial intelligence, they did something other and had the artificial intelligence look at the way things are. Predicted that he'd get about 225 electoral votes. It'd be a blowout. They're predicting that it will be the vice president versus the governor. And that why would you run when you know you're going to get your clock cleaned? I don't know. But he's probably going to he would probably get his clock cleaned the way he is and the way his state is. Of course, he'll win his state. He'll win those 3 coastal states. You know. But the vast majority, he's not going to win that. Loved pork steamed dumplings. I'm going to be doing, and I will probably video it. I'm going to be cooking some breakfast in the morning. Got some real nice thick bacon. Got to cook, and I got some real good homegrown eggs. Woo. I'll either do hash browns or might do a combination of hash browns and grits. I like both. But there will be a good breakfast in the morning. Luckily, I don't have to work. Got to work on all my clothes, get all my clothes done. How are you doing, young lady? Appreciate you stopping in. So, I'm hoping I filmed the portion of my video. Hello, Melinda Elliott. Thank you for coming. I filmed the portion of my please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thumb number 7, thank you. I filmed the portion of my video showing the box and what's in the box. Now I have to do the drawing portion of the video. You know, I piece it together. It's going to be a real nice box. Whoever the winner is really going to love it. They will love it. A lot of good stuff in it. And we're getting to that portion of the evening where I probably want to start talking about the topics. But I just did had a small box, did an unboxing. The box. And it was an emergency stove that uses tabs. I give these away. I have them, but I give them away. I give too many away, I buy more. So the first topic, use of an empty number 10 can. You get number 10 cans with freeze-dried or long-term food in them. When you empty them out, you've got the tin can. So what can you do with those cans? Well, Uncle Al wanted to talk about number 10 cans. Instead of having a pile of empty cans, which you can certainly have a pile of cans when you start using the stuff, recycle and reuse. One number 10 can holds about 1 gallon of water. You could always, and you've got a top, got a plastic top that fits. You could always put water in it, use it for water. That's one usage. You could make a pail for water gathering and cooking. Three, make a charcoal fire starter. Take an empty number 10 can using a church key opener. Poke holes around the base of the can. Fill the can with newspaper or paper halfway. Then load the rest of the can with charcoal briquettes. Set in an angle against a rock or a brick. Set on fire. And then Uncle Al says, 8 of my students couldn't do this. Generation Z neats. Basically, no education. And I keep forgetting what NEAT stand for. I know it's no education. Not too bright. Right now I'm feeling not too bright. Hello, Mom of 4 boys. Hello, Mike Crusher. Mike Crusher Reviews. How's it going? Little Lone Prepper. Hello, Little Lone Prepper. Barbara. And Rachel, the mom of 4 boys. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Everybody's saying hello. Something really hard, making a tin stove from a number 10 can. Making a tin stove from a number 10 can. What are we congratulating Mike about? Did you load up a video that I hadn't seen? Won a cook-off. Hey, chili cook-off today. Wonderful. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. And then Uncle Al says, please note, 10 of my students with degrees screwed this up. Overthinking the process. It's a tin can stove. On the side of the can, make 6 to 8 holes using a church key opener. Leave the bottom intact for cooking. On the open side, using a pair of tin snips, cut 2 grooves big enough for a buddy burner or sterno can. Fold up to form a ledge handle. Be sure to leave enough room for airspace. Most of them screw this up. Fuels for the tin can stove. Sterno, buddy burner, small twigs, small firewood. I don't know how you can screw that one up. I really do not. But I guess it's possible. Number 5, making a number 10 can oven for meat and bread. All of my students couldn't do this. Well, Uncle Al has a lot of what he would call Padawan learners or younglings. It's simple enough. Don't overthink it. Spike or hang the meat. Spick or hang the meat to be roasted. Not rocket science. Cover meat with the number 10 can, no holes in the can. We are retaining heat. Cover can with burning embers and coals, not in the fire. Or baking bread with a number 10 can. Laying on its side. Place mini loaf pan on or in the can. Enclose the can opening with aluminum foil. Either side is hot. Coals and embers. Bake bread until done. Do not place in the fire. Baking bread with tea lights. Okay. 6. Using the correct fire pit method. Most campers, cousin Dumas. Oh, Uncle Al's cousin Dumas. And preppers build wrong types of fire. A. Never use the campfire for cooking. Too many bad TV shows and movies. Use keyhole fire pit method. Use embers to cook away from the campfire. Stash tin stove materials and tools in your car, office, and in caches. It's a good idea to have stuff ready where you anticipate it. The United States does that. The military does that all the time. Civil preparedness, everything they've got stashes of stuff, caches of stuff. They keep them ready. Supply chain, and something to take into consideration. We are 23 minutes into the live stream, 10 in the house, 10 likes. So stash tin stove materials and tools in the car, office, caches for future use. See the post. Then Uncle Al said, practice every 3 months in making a tin stove. Well, you use the number 10 can when you get through with the contents. You can use it for whatever you need to use it for. In the field, in all seasons, test what cooking utensils work with your tin can stove. Small cooking pot, a cooking bale, a small frying pan, canteen cup, and others. That was a good first topic, in my opinion. What do y'all think? Please comment what you think about Uncle Al's first topic. And we will move on to the second topic. 3 simple receipts for everyday, elderly, disabled, apartment dwellers, and homeless, or some people would say houseless. Yeah, Dutch ovens are good. Having a Dutch oven. So the first one is butternut squash and apple. This can be frozen until use. 18-inch heavy-duty aluminum foil. 2 tablespoons of oil. 1 butternut squash, peeled and sliced into half-inch slices. 2 baking type apples, peeled and sliced. 1/4 cup of butter. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Preparing this at home, then freeze. Cut 4 squares of foil and brush with oil. Place 1/4 of the butternut squash and 1/4 of apple slices on each square. Top the mixture with a tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Sprinkle with cinnamon and nutmeg. Seal using the drugstore wrap method. Bake on a propane grill or tin can stove. Hot embers of a campfire. Turning occasionally for 42 to 45 minutes or until tender. Serve as a main dish or a side dish. He said serve 6 to 8. I'd say it'd probably serve 4 people if you've got 4. If you basically cut it into fourths, I'd say it'd probably serve 4 people. Second one, number 2. And it does sound yummy. Yeah, it does sound good. Well, here's another one. Number 2. Onions and mushrooms. 18-inch heavy-duty aluminum foil. 2 large onions sliced and separated into rings. 1 pound of portobello mushroom sliced. 1/4 cup of butter. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. Prepare at home. Cut 4 squares of aluminum foil. Place divided onion slices onto the squares. Then place mushroom slices on top of the onion. On each package with 1 tablespoon of butter. Then sprinkle with garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Seal using the drugstore wrap method. Cook for 10 to 15 minutes on each side using bed of hot embers or propane grill or tin can stove. Serve as a sandwich filler or an appetizer or side dish. Serves 4. Sounds good as a side. I'd say that would be a good side. Then we have the third one is the hobo or camp dinner. 18-inch heavy-duty aluminum foil. 2 carrots peeled and thinly juvened, cut I guess. 2 medium yellow potatoes peeled and thinly sliced. 2 yellow onions sliced. 1 pound of ground beef shaped into 4 patties. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 of black pepper. Prepare at home. Cut 4 squares of foil. Divide vegetables into 4 equal portions. Layer 1/2 carrot potatoes, onions, and ground beef, then finish off the top with onions, potatoes, and carrots in that order. Season with salt and pepper, sealed using the drugstore wrap method. Cook for 15 minutes on each side. Serve as a main dish or supper. Serves 4. Note, boneless chicken thighs, fish fillets, or squirrel can be substituted for ground beef patties. Cooking times may need to be adjusted. Well, if you're going to do that, might as well get some roadkill helper. Helps your roadkill make a good meal. Squirrel. Oh, Lord have mercy. I guess if society fell apart, we probably would be eating stuff like that. Yep, that's how you'd cook cabrito or a cow's head, the old way. Dig a hole, get your embers, put embers, wrap your cow's head, put it in, put embers on top of it, and let the thing cook overnight. Next day, meat off the bone. Good stuff. Good stuff. Old school. God bless you, Melinda. Well, you're from Louisiana, too. You Cajuns eat everything. So we are 32 minutes into the live stream, and I have went over Uncle Al's topics. It went fairly fast. I spoke fairly fast, and it went fairly fast. But the idea being that, uses for a number 10 can. Having a means to make fire, to cook, being able to somewhat control your heat. The most old school method of doing is basically using twigs and dry wood, get a fire going, and use have a campfire, and then you have a pot. You have a rack where you can put a rack over it with a pot or skillet or whatever, and that's how you cook. Old school pot of beans. Back in the day, beans and pork and hardtack, which is sort of a bread. Will mess your teeth up very hard. I've never had squirrel, but I'll take your word on it. Yeah. Well, anything. I've studied a lot about the history of cooking. And up until, about 100 years ago, if you were a cook or if you were cooking for your family, it'd take about 5 hours to prepare a meal. Because one, you'd have to prepare the fire. And two, you'd have to butcher whatever you were going to cook. So it wasn't just like taking it out of the refrigerator and turning the grill on or whatever and then having the meat ready to go. It was, you had to butcher, clean and butcher. You had to prep your fire, get your fire ready, wood burning stove or whatever. And it would take about 5 hours to do a meal. So they'd do a couple of meals a day, and you'd have a big morning meal, you have a big evening meal, and like this idea of that's the way things would go. And it take them, whoever was the cook would spend the 9, 10, 11 hours, basically prepping and preparing two good-sized meals, 2 meals. A cooter snapping turtle. Quite often while growing up, money was tight and meat was not an everyday thing. Most times it was beans and taters. And I love beans and taters. Rice, I love all that stuff. Beans and cornbread. Butter beans, pinto beans, lima beans. You know, lots of beans. I loved it. Cornbread, good stuff. Fried chicken. You know, they'd serve me and I'd eat half the chicken. I'd have half the chicken. You know, with French fries. Frog legs. God help us. God help us. I ate tons of fried chicken. I ate tons of fried chicken, watermelon. We'd grow watermelons. Cantaloupes. I love cantaloupe. They serve cantaloupe at the school. Melon, cantaloupe, strawberries, bananas, fruit. Oh man, we get fruit every day at school. Breakfast and lunch. Real big upgrade from where I was at last year. Real big upgrade in the food. Love the food. And I've been doing a lot of, most of what I've been posting of late have been my meals. You know. Most of my shorts have been my meals. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I'm hoping to be able to upload my 500th live stream giveaway video tomorrow. Hoping to get it finished, get uploaded, and getting the box out to the winner this next week. Then I can get back to doing my regular boxes. I will be doing a 2,100 subscriber giveaway when I hit 2,100 subscribers. I've been floating around 2,036 to 2,038, and I need to kick it up into the 40s now. Hint, hint. Anybody out there that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, if you are wanting to be in my next giveaway, you need to leave me a like and supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released. I haven't released any videos since my, well, it's been a while. But I'm hoping to release a video tomorrow, and that will be probably will be one of those 5 videos. So you need to, you know, give me some watch time. It's not going to be that long. Give me some good watch time, please, and leave me likes and comments. I appreciate it. And I apologize that I have not been reciprocating to some folks. Sometimes I look at shorts, comes up in my descriptions. I basically look at comments that people left on their post. I've been looking at community posts. KP does a lot of community posts, different people. I do, you know, look at their community posts, and I'll leave comments and likes on those. And then I look at some of the shorts that they put out. I have not really been looking at any videos, really haven't had time, haven't had the energy, haven't had the stamina to do it. It's been getting up in the morning around 4:30, being at work 6:30, 6:45, making sure the wife had some breakfast. Here lately I've been stopping off at Whataburger, picking her up something other, and then taking it home before I go to work. And then I work all day. I get off 4:15, 4:30, come home to, you know, I'm home by 5 usually. And then I work on whatever the supper's going to be, and then I work on getting ready for the next day, and then 8:30 I'm sleeping. You know, that's been my routine. That has been my routine, and I'm trying to stick to it. Hard to believe we are 7 weeks. This will be the 8th week coming up of the quarter. First quarter is almost over in 2 weeks. I've got to worry about grades for a bunch of kids. I'm monitoring grades. I'm trying to get my aides, and we're trying to get makeup work done for kids in their classes. Um, got to worry about that, and then got to do IEP progress reports on a chunk of kids when the quarter's over. That's got to be done and mailed to parents, and then still prepping up ARDs, um, writing objectives and what they call PLAFs. Um, present, let's see, PL, present level of academic functioning and performance, PLAF. Working on that stuff, just working on that kind of stuff. And trying to keep kids out of trouble, trying to help out, watching out at breakfast, watching out at lunch, watching out at the bus, helping my boss out. He doesn't have an assistant principal, but I'm sort of the right arm. I'm on the school medical emergency team. I'm on the, I guess what you'd call the threat assessment in case there's a problem. Walkie-talkie. I'm not going to run if heaven forbid somebody came on campus with a weapon. I'm not going to be dumb enough to run up to him and get shot in the head. I was telling my boss, I said, the last 3 or 4 major incidents they've had, the principal tries to go up and reason with the person, gets shot in the head. I said, I would not go anywhere. Somebody's, got a gun and start shooting people. Head the opposite direction. I would not expect you to try to confront them if you're unarmed. Hogs head cheese. Uncle Al cooks everything. Rabbit is good. We used to raise rabbits. Rabbit is good. Rabbits, chicken, quail, hunting. White wing season right now. White wing. I prefer the taste of white wing to quail. 2 decent sized white wings make a meal. For me. Back in the day it did. I don't even know if I'd eat one right now. I could probably eat one. You get the thing cleaned and cooked. It's been a while. It's been a while. And it is what it is. Never got a full weenie? I'm sorry, Barbara. Had 2 Polish dogs I was eating for supper with chili, and I went to Sam's Club and bought 4 of them. You get a combo. He gave me 4 drinks, and I didn't do any of the drinks. I just took the cups. Had four of them were $1.50, so it was $6. Came home, opened a can of Hormel chili, heated it up in the microwave, poured the chili over the dogs, 2 on each plate. They're good sized, I did a short, and I'll show you. I'll upload the short probably this evening. And put some shredded cheese, mild cheddar, shredded cheese. I used a knife and fork. I did not touch it with my fingers. Wife likes to get dirty. She picks them up. I said, no. Put a little too much chili on them to be picking them up. You had surgery, Holly? I'm sorry. God bless you. I know what it is. My wife has had several surgeries in the last several years. She had surgery a year ago, September. She had surgery at the end of August this year. She'd had surgery probably a year before that. She's had 5 probably in the last 7 years or so. She's had 1, 2, probably about 5 surgeries, at least 5 surgeries in the last 7 years. Well, I hope it goes well, Holly. I am sorry. I wish I lived nearer to you. I would be more supportive. But I'm Central Texas, South Central Texas. We are spread out all over the place. Going for a new eardrum. Yeah, my wife, she, we were in a major wreck. She had surgery. They had to give her a couple of units of blood. She had her hysterectomy. It was surgery. She had a hernia from her hysterectomy. They put in mesh. Then her body got rejected the mesh about a year later, and they had to take it all out. And there wasn't a lot to save to hold it all together and everything. Then she had another couple of hernias within a year. So then they just did surgery on her again, and they put mesh in her again. So, it is what it is. I need to get her a weight belt to protect her stomach so she doesn't, mess herself up again. God darn it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a messed up situation. It really is. Anyway, um, I would ask that everybody pray for everybody else. There's a little group of us, and I would say that we should pray for each other. We should contact each other. Hello, Yoda's Blessed Life. How are you doing, Dave? This is my hobby. It's like a ministry to me. It's my hobby. Teaching, working with kids. I feed them. I'm always buying stuff to take to school for the kids to eat. Ramen, oatmeal, peanut butter crackers, cookies, bottled water. Um, you know, kids are hungry. They don't get enough to eat, and a hungry kid isn't going to concentrate on work. I feed my kids. I care about them. I show them I care about them, and they appreciate it. They respect me, and I respect them, and they like me, and I like them, and we don't have problems. They might have problems with somebody else, but I'm the guy that tries to straighten things out when they have problems. Um, it is what it is. I'm sort of like the grandfather. Um, I went up to one of the employees. Like we have days off when we have work days. The employees bring their kids. Younger employees, like 40-year old. Your 40-year-old mom or dad or whatever, and you got a 7 or 8-year-old kid. If I have candy or suckers, I'll give them one. And had somebody, make a comment about pervert, and I said, no, grandfather. I'm sort of like the grandfather. In my 60s, if I see a little kid and I give them something, it's because I'm trying to be kind to them because I have, kids. And I'm in the process, I'll be having grandkids. You know. And for somebody to make a comment like that, I wanted to knock them on their ass. But I didn't do it. But, just, there are people just, I don't know. Everybody thinks ill. Everybody thinks you got negative motives for stuff. They have candy on sale at Walmart. I'll pick them up, like suckers and little things, those Mexican suckers and such. Take them, give them to the kids. Just You know, I mean, I teach poor kids, you know, and they don't, a lot of times they don't get stuff. So, I mean, I try to give them stuff. Yeah. Yep. 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 I love meatloaf. Meatloaf is good. So anyway, um, you know, you talk about unboxings. Yesterday, I think I showed a package I got in. I get these. They were about $11. Now I pay just under $13 delivered for them. It's a 30 pack. I can easily go through one of these a day with the kids. And I got a couple of boxes here, and whenever I get down where I'm getting low, I order some more. These are varieties, like 3 different ones. My my I guess you'd say my bestie at work, she's got a couple of little kids, and they'll ride the school bus over to the school, you know, after school gets out, and I always try to make sure they got some snacks, you know. And trying to take care. Oh, the wife opened the door. Okay. Trying to take care. She forgot that I'm doing my live stream. I got about another 10 minutes to go. Um, Trying to take care of just, you know, I usually take a case of water. I have a Bouge RV, or dual zone compressor driven refrigerator freezer. I keep it on refrigerator, set on about 30. And I keep water in there, and I usually put a little milk. And sometimes the kids want cereal, and I'll have some cereal, you know, and they'll eat a cereal, or they, you know, just kids eat, you know, they're hungry, they're growing. These are teenagers, young, you know, high school kids. And even the little kids, everybody, you know, um, you want to show love, feed people. In Hispanic society, the way you show love for somebody is you feed them. And back in the day when I was younger, I was always doing barbecues. We'd barbecue, and we'd do menudo, and we would do barbacoa, and we would do tamales, and we'd have all sorts of good stuff, you know. And we were always, you know, eating well. Um, Loved Mexican plates. Rice and beans, refried beans and rice, Spanish rice, rice con pollo and caldo and chicken caldo and beef caldo and just all the good stuff, you know. I used to go down to across the border. They'd have the little tortilla factory set up, and you'd buy kilos of tortillas and they'd wrap them for you in butcher paper. And I would bring back 8-10 kilos of tortillas, and I'd give some to the in-laws, and we'd have some, and you know, every couple of weeks you go down and get some more tortillas, and you know, just shopping, going through the various curio shops and meals, and used to like to go to eat at Arturo's and La Fogata in Progreso. Um, you know, that's the way things were. Now it's not safe to go down there. It's not safe. Too much crime. Too much crime. But I love meatloaf. I love food. Can't you tell I love food? I got a little bit of a belly here. The dad bod. That's me. 7 in the house and 13 likes. So again, I will try to tomorrow finish my video and get it uploaded. The 500th live stream giveaway. And then I'll try to get back onto what I've been doing. Got a list of people I want to send some stuff to, and I just got my background in for the Halloween. That's what I'll open this one up tomorrow because I'm planning on doing a live stream tomorrow. This is a background, earth tone, brownish background that I'm going to use for my Halloween pictures when we're going to be doing a fundraiser for the freshmen. I'm going to have a printer, use my cell phone to take pictures. I'll have a couple of light stands set up in the back. I'll have a setup for tripod for the background. We'll put a bale of hay, a scarecrow, a couple of pumpkins. We'll carve a couple of pumpkins and have some lights burning inside them, and we'll use that as a background, and we'll sell pictures. Hopefully, I'll probably donate. Let the teachers come over, and the staff, teachers, paras, various people. I'll do pictures for them, give away. We'll do 4x6s, just give them away. But we'll sell pictures as well. We'll have some for the yearbook. I'm going to help out a little bit with the yearbook. I used to sponsor yearbook. I'm certified in journalism. One of my certifications. I could teach journalism. I used to teach journalism back in the day when I taught many years ago. And I used to do event photography. I was a professional photographer for a while. I made a lot of money doing photography. I made about as much money doing photography as I did teaching at the time. Hadn't done that in 20 plus years since I went to administration 30 years ago almost. And when I went into administration, I really got out of the photography stuff that I used to do. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is. So, 7 in the house, 13 likes. Few people haven't been by recently. I guess they've been busy. Take care, Uncle Al. Appreciate it. I guess tomorrow we'll do like an open topic. We'll talk about whatever people want to talk about. And appreciate Uncle Al for tonight's 2 topics. We talked about uses for number 10 cans. And we talked about some, I think we had 3 simple receipts, cooking receipts. And appreciate those topics. I get up about 4:30 most mornings. I'm in bed around 8:30, sleeping. I wake up 2 or 3 times a night to go to the restroom. It's just kidneys, whatever. And I get up early, drink coffee. I'll make some breakfast in the morning. I love cooking. Breakfast and such. Meals. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. Got to know how to season stuff too. Make it tasty. But I get up and then I make sure my wife has breakfast, and then I go to work, drive to work, and spend the day, come home, and then I make sure we have supper, either make something or buy something. It's a routine, and I enjoy it. Pays the bills. I am retired, but I'm also working. So that helps. I do appreciate all of y'all. My army is not what it used to be, but it is what it is. This is a hobby. I'm not making money I do not make money doing this. Since I have been monetized, so to speak, my channel has made a total of about $76, $77. I haven't even made my first 100 yet. I don't expect people to send me money. I don't do what's called super chats or chats or whatever where they can send me money. I don't sell memberships. I don't sell merch. If I had stuff, I'd probably give it away. Like I give away stuff to people. I buy stuff and I give it to them, send it to them. It's my way of giving back. I don't expect anybody to do anything other than I appreciate when you watch my stuff and leave comments, and I appreciate people who text me, call me occasionally. Enrique, he just likes to email. He doesn't want me to have his phone number or anything. He was like my 100th subscriber winner on my backup channel when I did a 100 subscribers giveaway, and he was the winner for the backup channel. And he doesn't want to talk on the phone. I guess he does not want to text, but he will email occasionally. You know, like, what's going on? You haven't been on. What's going on? You know, he'll send me an email. Anyway, so we are an hour into this live stream. I appreciate you all. When I get up in the morning, I thank God for the day. I take my medication. I drink my coffee. I get cleaned up and showered. I go to work. Say the Lord's Prayer. Thank God for the day. You don't know how many days you're going to have. Your days are numbered. And I'm already in my 60s. Hopefully I'll be around for another 20, 30 years if the Lord doesn't return. In the meantime, thank you. It is National Preparedness Month. We are still in hurricane season till the end of November. If you're on the Gulf Coast or whatever, or East Coast, you could have a storm coming. You never know. Hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. And remember, be prepared. The prepper motto, the scout motto, be prepared. Are you prepared? This was a good one. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Everybody, have a blessed day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Bye-bye.